Hello, future lumberjacks. Welcome to Financing Your Education, Understanding, Planning, and Financing Your Journey at NAU, Part 1. Today, we are diving into the often complex but crucial topic of college finances. Let's start with the basics. Cost of attendance. Colleges and universities are required by federal law to outline the average cost of attendance for a full-time student, which is classified as 12 units for one academic year. This budget, known as the cost of attendance, covers expenses for both the fall and spring semesters. Now keep in mind that these costs can vary for both in-state and out-of-state students. When we break down the cost of attendance, we have two categories, direct costs and indirect costs. Direct costs are those that you will see on your bill from the college. Those include tuition, fees, housing if you're living on campus, and meal plans. If a student is living off campus, the budget will include an estimate of what housing and utilities and buying food would be. Indirect costs, on the other hand, are included in the cost of attendance but will not show up on your bill. These include expenses like books, transportation, and personal items. Some examples of transportation expenses could include things like gas, air travel, or a parking pass. It is important to note that the cost of attendance listed on a website reflects the price before financial aid is applied. While you may not have control over your direct costs, you do have some influence over what your indirect costs will be. Once financial aid is subtracted from your cost of attendance, we arrive at the net price, which is a more accurate representation of what you will pay. Now let's talk about the net price. This is the remaining amount of direct and indirect costs after your financial aid has been applied. It's calculated as the cost of attendance minus financial aid and encompasses awards such as grants, scholarships, and your student loans. Colleges and universities are required to provide a net price calculators on their websites, allowing you to estimate your out-of-pocket expenses. For example, here at our institution, you can find the net price calculator on the Office of Scholarships and Financial Aid website. Now on to the FAFSA, or the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. This application normally opens in October each year for the following academic year. This year, the FAFSA opened in December due to the new FAFSA being launched. Each year, the FAFSA will use information from the prior year, meaning that the 2024-2025 academic year, it will rely on your 2022 tax year information. This adjustment ensures that the FAFSA accurately reflects the family's financial situation. If you have not already done so, I highly recommend completing the 2024-2025 FAFSA to unlock potential financial aid opportunities. We have provided a QR code to the FAFSA here. All right, now that we have talked about the cost of attendance and applying for financial aid, let's dive into the types of financial aid that are made available to NAU students: scholarships and grants, student employment, and federally funded loans. Grants and scholarships fall under the category of gift aid, meaning they do not need to be repaid. These can come from various sources, including the federal government, state governments, institutions, and private organizations. Grants are typically based on financial need, while scholarships can be awarded for academic achievements, talents, or specific fields of study. Federal work study and federal loans are what we consider self-help aid, meaning they either need to be earned or repaid. Students who receive federal work study funding earn the funding by getting part-time employment on campus. Then when they are paid, a portion is paid by their federal work study award, and the other portion is paid by the department that they are employed with at the university. There are some opportunities to utilize the Federal Work Study Award off campus, as campuses do contract with some off-campus sites. On the other hand, loans are offered to students enrolled at least half-time, that is considered 6 units for undergraduate students. This type of financial aid is considered borrowed money that will need to be repaid with interest. That means the amount paid back will typically be larger than the amount borrowed. Federal student loans come in different types, such as subsidized and unsubsidized loans, as well as the Parent PLUS loans. Subsidized loans have the interest paid by the U.S. Department of Education while the student is still enrolled half-time, whereas interest begins accruing immediately on the unsubsidized loans. Besides the interest accrual, the other main difference between these loans is that the subsidized loan is classified as a need-based award, and only students identified with federal financial need would be offered this award. Parent PLUS loans are loans that are applied for by the parent in a separate application and give the opportunity to receive additional loan funding. Just like the unsubsidized loans, the Parent PLUS loan accrues interest after disbursement. As you can see, each academic year, the maximum amount of loans that a student can receive increases. Federal loans have limits based on what a student's academic year they are, which is based on the student's total credit hours completed. Our university takes pride in the fact that a significant percentage of our graduates leave without any debt, and our average debt level is substantially lower than the national average. Another type of aid that students may be eligible for to receive is scholarships. When students apply to NAU, they are automatically considered for our merit-based tuition scholarships, which are based on their unweighted high school core GPA. These scholarships can include ones such as the Dean's, President's, and our WUI Gold and Blue scholarships. These scholarships can only apply to the Flagstaff Mountain campus and can be renewed for an additional 3 years, as long as they continue to meet the renewal criteria of the award. For evaluation of these awards, we look at the student's residency and their core GPA based on the 14 core classes that are required for admissions. We use this to determine what scholarships they would be eligible for. For more information, scan the QR code below. Lastly, at NAU, we offer an exceptional tool called Scholarship Universe. This platform matches students with potential scholarships based on their profiles, streamlining the application process and maximizing financial aid opportunities. Students will be signing in using their NAU login and able to explore all the scholarship options available. This system allows the student to build an applicant profile and match to thousands of NAU and external scholarships throughout the year. Based on information submitted in their personalized profiles, students will be able to review a customized list of scholarship opportunities that they qualify for and directly connect and submit online applications. This platform is intended to reduce scholarship search fatigue by bridging students to vetted scholarship opportunities through an adaptive matching engine, which identifies students' relevant scholarships based on each individual student's personal information, needs, and eligibility. Simply log in, complete a student profile, and let the system do the searching. Students should keep in mind that the database of scholarships can have approximately 10,000 scholarships at any given time. So it's very important to be specific when creating your profile to ensure that they are getting the most relevant matches. In conclusion, navigating college finances may be daunting, but with careful planning, utilizing available resources, and staying informed, you can make informed decisions to support your educational journey. We are here to help. Use the provided contact information below. Please feel free to reach out to us with any additional questions. Thank you.